This is Rob and Chris with an NY MLB Talk update. So, Chris, we have a World Series going on here.
Yeah, we're tied 2-2. We're going to game 5. It's a best of 3. I don't think anybody thought we were going to get to this point. I know you originally predicted 7-game series, then you moved it down to 6. So it could still go to 6 games. I'm just surprised. The Dodger lineup has been pretty quiet outside of Ohtani and Freeman. The offense has not been there for the Dodgers, right? I mean, we're talking about Mookie Betts, 3 for 19, Tommy Edman, 3 for 18. Pagues 1 for 15, Muncy 3 for 17. The bats are just not there for them, right? I mean, outside of that, they scored a few runs in that game too, in Toronto, and then of course in the extra inning game. But I mean, that whole reason why it went to 18 innings was the Dodgers just weren't scoring. They had guys on base. Obviously, they walked Ohtani 4 times in that game. So there was a guy on base at least 4 times, at least 4 innings. But and the starting pitching has not been there either. Outside of Yamamoto, you could say the other starters have not gotten the job done, whether it's Snell in game 1 didn't get the job done. We've seen Ohtani last night, didn't get the job done. And Glasnow in the extra inning game did not get the job done. So let's see what happens in this game 5. Huge game here for the Dodgers.
I agree. And, you might think that after that 18-inning loss for Toronto, devastating loss, it was like playing a doubleheader. You think, well, maybe that deflated them. It did not deflate them. I mean, last night they just came back. They won the game against Golden Boy Ohtani. Ohtani, all right, you could say the guy was there for the whole 18 innings the night before. Usually the pitchers go home, they get their rest. He didn't get that rest, but it was a night game anyway after that, so he had plenty of time to sleep. And now they're saying that he might have had a little injury the night before.
Yeah, a little calf injury, and having him on base every single time got him even more tired. Blah blah blah, whatever. Anyway, either way, he didn't get the job done the next day. And here's another little tidbit. On games after he pitches, he only bats like 147. I think that's what his average is. On games following the day he pitched. So that's something to look out for in game 5, to see how much of an impact he makes in game 5 offensively.
Yeah, and that little pest Edman, who we've been used to the past postseasons, being a pest against the Mets and the Yankees last year, and in the postseason a little this year. He had, like you said, he hasn't been doing much. So the Dodgers bats are kind of cold except for Ohtani. So we have ourselves a pretty good series, and it's really, I'll tell you, it's more exciting than anybody thought it was going to be.
I agree. And you know what? We got to give the Blue Jays credit. Like you said, they could have, they could have been knocked out after that 18-inning game and with that loss. But they came right back last night and won that game. It was 6-2, but they were in control most of that game, right? Which I'm a little surprised. I did not think they would come back and win that game after losing that long extra inning game, the 18-inning game. So give them a lot of credit for bouncing back. Like you said, it's 2-2 now. It's game 5. This might be the series right here for the Dodgers. If they lose, they're going to have to go to Toronto and win both games. I don't know if they could do that, right? So we'll see. I think huge game tonight, though, for game 5.
Yeah, I agree. Well, looking forward to it. It's going back, it's going back to Toronto. The Rogers Center has been crazy, and they're going to definitely be crazy. And listen, the World Series could be won outside the United States for the first time in almost in 30 years?
Over 30.
Over 30 years. So it's going to be great. Anyway, this Friday night at 10 p.m., we'll be here, World Series game or not, and we'll update while we're on at 10 p.m. We'll announce a guest as soon as we know what's going on. But Monday at 3 p.m., we have the return of ex-Mets pitcher and Cubs pitcher and Cubs GM, Ed Lynch, to talk everything MLB. I can't wait to talk to Ed again, Chris.
Me too. I can't wait. So if everybody if you can make it, bring all your questions for Ed Lynch, because he loves to answer questions. He loves to talk. Bring him on, and you know what? If you can't make the show, just drop him on our Twitter/X page or TikTok page or on YouTube. A question you want to ask him, because he loves to talk. He wanted to come back on, so I can't wait, because I got a bunch of questions. I know you do, so
Yeah.
I can't wait for the show. It's going to be awesome. Can't miss it.
It is going to be awesome. All right. So we'll see everybody Friday night at 10 p.m. And remember, Ed Lynch Monday at 3 p.m. See you then.